Hi, this is Monty from Motor Park Vehicles, and here's another one of our detailed vehicle appraisals on a car that we've just taken in as a part exchange. This is our ultra rare Mazda 6 2.5 petrol SL model, so the top of the range. You won't find too many of these vehicles around on Auto Trade. I think when I last checked there was about 4 or 5 of them within a sort of 200-mile radius. So you got lots of spec on the car, so xenon headlamps, front and rear parking sensors, alloys, leather interior, sunroof, electric seats, climate control, the works on these particular cars. Now I'm going to briefly walk around the car and give you a more detailed view very shortly. Now my videos tend to take about 10 minutes long. This car will not take that long because it's being sold as a part exchange clearance. And I'll explain to you the differences and where garages will offer cars as part exchange clearances. What the difference between that is to a retail unit, and the car will be sold considerably cheaper than it would be for a normal retail car. So this car would normally sell for around the £2,500 mark. You'll be making a considerable saving as a part exchange clearance because of a few little faults that we know that are on the car. Now we're not going to get the car rectified, get anything done to it, because by the time we get it to the standard that we want, we could spend, you know, £500, £600, £700 on the car. You know, just to make, you know, £1,000 extra. It's just not worth our time or our while. Now I've put about 170 miles on the vehicle myself. Car drives absolutely fine, but I'll explain to you the reasons why we will be selling this car, and effectively a trade sale, part exchange clearance. It's going to be sold for spares or repairs, and we have to word it that way because of the certain faults that are on the car. Now the faults that are on the car are not going to stop you from driving it. It'll be absolutely fine, but I'll go through them very shortly. So we've got xenon headlamps, you've got front and rear parking sensors. The front parking sensors work absolutely fine, the rear ones a little bit intermittent. You've got a few little scuffs on the bodywork here. Alloy wheels are absolutely fine, got plenty of tread on the tyres, but you have got a few little bits of corrosion around the front wheels and around the back. I'll show you very shortly. Now if you do hear a lot of noise in the background, just I'm in Moat Park where I take all my photographs, but there is a bit of noise like traffic going past. It's early on in the morning. Now this car's recently had some brake pads and discs fitted to it. I can see some new brake discs at the back with some pads, and I think it also had front ones at the same time. You've got approximately 7 or 8 services with this particular vehicle. Okay, now you've got a few little marks around the door edges, but it's to be expected. She's done 110,000 miles. She has got 2 fully working keys with the vehicle, Bose speaker system, etc., folding mirrors, 4 electric windows, push button start, 6-speed manual transmission, climate control, etc. It's got all the works, and a sunroof as well. So what do I know about the car? Well, you've got a tyre pressure monitor light is on. We have replaced one of the tyre pressure monitors that the customer gave us. That hasn't cured the problem, so there's obviously an issue there somewhere along the system. What else do I know that doesn't work? The sunroof seems to open, seems to close. Sometimes it tilts up, but also you've got, you'll probably see it here, you've got some issues with the rubber. Okay, so we're not going to get all that done. Now the main issue with the car is customers recently fitted a brand new battery and the radio no longer works or doesn't pick up reception. Okay, CD player works, all the other bits and pieces, but doesn't pick up reception. What I've been using this kind of little FM modulator, which I've linked into my phone via Bluetooth to that, and I've been listening to radio that way and playing my music off of my phone. So radio does not pick up reception, and you've also got your tyre pressure monitor on in the car. Let's just show you around the back. Hopefully that looks okay. Now hopefully this video is only going to take about 5 or 6 minutes long. It might take a little bit longer than that. Okay, you've got a few little scrapes here and there, but it's to be understandable for the age of the car, the mileage of the car. It's not going to be brand new. It's been raining as well. A couple of little marks on the rear bumper. As I mentioned, the rear parking sensor a little bit intermittent. Bit of corrosion on alloy wheels, plenty of tread on the tyres. Got a couple of marks on that rear wing. See the back in here. Hopefully that all looks okay. few little hairline scratches on the door, just there. Let's just show you that rubber. Okay, so the rubber's obviously been caught somewhere, something's happened to it. Okay. So these are the reasons why we would sell this car as for spares or repair. It's not going to be any issues in driving the car. The car drives really well, in my opinion. Really smooth, all the gears are great. Pulls really well in the gears. But it's probably due a service. It probably hasn't been serviced. I don't think it's been serviced for a year or so, but it'll probably be due a service. We're not going to do any of that. We're just going to top up all the levels, etc., and sell the car on as it is. Now, as I mentioned, she is going to be sold considerably cheaper than it would be as a recommended retail price of the car. In my opinion, drives really well, but we have to sell it on the invoice as a car that's sold as a trade, sale, part exchange clearance for spares or repairs, because we know there's faults on the car. We can't give you a warranty on it, and then, you know, 2 or 3 days later you ring up the warranty company and say, I've got a problem with my tyre pressure monitor, or my sunroof doesn't work. That's the reason. Or my radio doesn't work. That's the reason. We know the faults are already there. I've told you all about them. They will be listed in the advert as well. So hopefully just take a few minutes and read the advert in full for yourself. So thank you very much for your time. Hopefully I'll speak to you soon for the new owner of this car. Thank you. Bye-bye.